The Nintendo Direct was today, this morning, in fact. They announced it yesterday. People were excited somewhat. They knew Pikmin 4 was going to be released, but they didn't know what else. People are wondering, nah, Nintendo doesn't have anything. Some people are like, no, what's Nintendo cooking? Let them cook, you know? And today they announced a bunch of Mario games, so that's just pretty cool. I don't care about Pikmin. They're like making like they're releasing like three Pikmin games, and two of them are like ports. Anyway, so let me look at it. Oh yeah, one of them's a Super Mario RPG from the N64. You know, they're remaking it or whatever. I don't care what the hell the term is. The term's so stupid. But basically, they're making it, in HD. My hecking HD. Nah, what else? What else? Oh yeah, there's a Luigi's Mansion remake, port, remaster, whatever. There's that too, but I guess people are less excited about that because I think it's more of a simple port and texturing, I guess. Maybe not even that, just because of how compressed the 3DS is. But the Mario RPG, that definitely looks like it's there's more from the ground up. What do I know? There's a Princess Peach game also coming out. Might be a sequel to that 1DS game, Super Princess Peach on DS. What else was there? Uh, the Mario plus Rabbids sequel DLC, Mario Kart 8 DLC. And this is the one I really want to talk about. So they announced this new game called Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And it's going to be like the first 2D Mario game in a while because we've had Mario Maker 1 and 2, and we had a port of New Super Mario Bros. U. So this is a new game, a new 2D Mario game. It's been a while. It has been a while. Now, I don't think people are expecting this. That maybe like sequel to Odyssey or something, another 3D Mario game, because the general mindset is, well, what can Nintendo do, especially if they continue in like the new Super Mario Bros. Style that's been on like 4 different consoles already. Like, how can they have Mario Maker? How can they make anything creative or original? I think that's very short-sighted. See, Mario Maker is very innovative. There's innovation with Mario Maker, right? And people be creative and all that. And you can probably find some pretty cool stuff, Some pretty cool levels on there. I wouldn't know. I never had a Wii U or a Switch. So yeah. But from what I would see from like Dashi games, so maybe I should watch some more of it. But I would remember watching like Dashi games. He was like the main one I would watch. But the levels he played were viewer submitted levels that were purposely difficult, like had trolls and all this soft flux and all that. But there was other ones. There was like Pit of Pangea, Red Falcon. I watched a bit of their videos on Mario Maker. They were fine, but I don't know. At the same time, it did get a bit generic, if I'm being honest. People would say, I've heard the argument said that they can't really make a new 2D Mario game because since Mario Maker is a thing, people just have endless creativity. They have like, you can just play that forever. And I guess you could. If you really wanted to, you could get away with just playing that forever and just finding new levels. But one thing, I think at the end of the day, there is limits. They did put like a whole bunch of new stuff that wasn't even in like the games they based it off of, like that building hammer suits, just like materials and stuff that didn't exist. Like, oh, there's slopes now in the original Super Mario Bros. 1984 style. Whoa, they added a Toad and Toadette. That's cool. But the point is, at some point, unless I guess they keep updating, even then, maybe, I don't know. You run into a point where people are just, you're still limited. You're in a sense kind of limited to the gameplay. At some point, they're gonna stop updating it. They might have already did. But anyway, when you keep what? Anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't organize my words that well right now. I'm just doing this off the cuff. But at some point, you reach, I guess, like limitation, because the truth is, not everyone's gonna make a banger level in that game. It's either gonna be too easy or too difficult, and because at the end of the day, these aren't game developers. The people who make these levels aren't game developers. And so eventually there's going to be a limit. Well, no, okay, so there's going to be diminishing returns, I guess you would say. There's an exponential decay, I guess you would say. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Negative y-axis, positive x-axis. If I don't know, I might show a graph to show what I mean. But eventually, the performance plateaus, and all that. If that makes any sense. The entertainment value plateaus a bit. So unless you're finding a way to just get consistent bangers, it can get tiring. And that's kind of why I stopped watching Mario Maker videos, because especially like I don't know, they got too samey, I guess you could say. Got too much of the same stuff. Damn. Anyway, and people were like, "Oh no, new Super Mario Bros. They couldn't do another 2D game," but yes, they could, because you have actual game developers working on it. People who can add new things, new stuff, new gameplay mechanics, and all that. People who have experience, who know like what makes a good level. What can we make it? How can we make it so that it's more fun? That isn't limited by just drag and drop. So I think how I see this, when you make a Super Mario Maker level, it's like making something in the Scratch programming language, where it's drag and drop. But at the end of the day, you can't really you can make some impressive stuff, but you're not gonna have that fine control of the machine, of the hardware, to make like some amazing things. There is limitations. However, when they make, say, an actual game like New Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers Wonder, they're only as far as limited in their skill and like hardware limitations, which with the type of game they're making isn't really an issue. If they were making AAA 4090 Ti demanding graphics of a game, that would be an issue. But they're making a simple 2D game, so essentially there's no hardware limitations, and there's only limitation on creativity. While in Mario Maker, there's limitations on, say, what you can place, what you can do, how much stuff can be in the level. There are limitations, not too many to where you can still make some creative stuff. But at some point, there should be innovation. There should be a new Mario game, not just fan-made levels, but sometimes well designed. So say like Super Mario Bros. Wonder is like, say, programming in like just any other language that isn't like Scratch or some other Dragon language, like Python or C or assembly. I don't know, but you have more control over the hardware, software. You have more precision. Scratch, you can't really do that, unless, I don't know, there's some game breaking thing, like you would do like an old retro game, like you do something with like a Koopa shell in like Super Mario World, and then like somehow you're writing into memory and doing all that weird stuff. I don't think you can do that anymore these days. But we gotta advance enough to the point where you can't really do that. There's too much abstractions and code, I guess, and like other stuff. Back then they had like kilobytes of RAM. But yeah, I do think Super Mario Bros. Wonder was going to happen. We were going to get a new 2D Mario game. It was just a matter of when and where. You know, I think the haters were wrong, but it just begs to wonder what they're going to do with it. They're adding Daisy in it, and there's Yellow Toad, bro. There's Yellow Toad, bro. They preyed on the demise of the Yellow Toad, bro. They got rid of him. Bro, they got rid of him for women's rights because they replaced him with Toadette. So that sucks. Now he's back. They might have replaced Blue Toad. So I don't know. I don't know. There's like non-mushroom people. I don't know. Instead of toads and like the houses, there's like other people. Who knows? What could this mean? Is it political? I don't know. That's my. Yeah, just to round it up. There was going to be a new 2D Mario game eventually. Mario Maker is, well, at the same time, limitless but also limited in a sort of paradoxical way, or maybe not even that, but just like in a different context, you know. There. So yeah, I'm just probably not going to be much anything in this. Yeah, just a rambling. Don't really expect. I just wanted to put my thoughts out there. Damn, well, those Switch games look interesting. Too bad. I don't have a Switch.
Look at me.
What the?
It is me. It is Thomas Jefferson Jackson, man. It's me, Thomas Jefferson, possessing the Link Amiibo.
What the hell?
And totally not me doing a voice. Join me in the Masons, and you can have all the Nintendo Switches you want.
Golly! That'd be cool to have a Nintendo Switch.
Join me. And, you totally won't lose your soul.
What?